Well, to get more on this, we can speak to Reggie Littlejohn, president of the organisation Women's Rights Without Frontiers, who's campaigned on behalf of Mr Chen and his family for the last 4 years. She joins us from San Jose in California. Reggie, was the US just simply too slow to react, given that Mr Chen had himself warned his family would be tortured?
You know, I was one of the people who was most sharply critical of the way that the United States Department of State basically escorted Chen out of protection in the United States to the hospital. But I actually do not think that there's much that the United States could have done to stop the Chinese Communist Party from seeking retribution against Chen's relatives. That's just what they do. They do it consistently. You see that even with the one-child policy. If one person is pregnant, they will go out after their extended family. So I really don't think this is the fault of the United States.
Now that Mr Chen and his family have completed their passport applications, how optimistic are you that they will be in the US soon?
No one knows for sure. We are very pleased that they have finally come to him to fill out the forms. That happened the day after there was a congressional hearing in which we made a big deal about the fact that no one had come to him even to fill out the forms. So we're encouraged by the fact that the next day they did come to him to fill out the forms. And we are hoping very strongly that they are going to come through and allow Chen to leave. But he's not here until he's here. And between now and then, we need to keep the pressure on and keep the visibility going.
Just describe to us how much pressure this whole saga has put on US-China relations, because of course we're talking about human rights issues, and this is something that the US has spoken, but in very diplomatic terms. It's not really retributed or really criticized China about this.
I think that this whole incident has put tremendous pressure on the US administration to address human rights issues. They have been completely reluctant to do so in the past. They've given a little bit of lip service, but Hillary Clinton in the past has said that she was not going to let human rights get in the way of our economic dialogue. And this incident with Chen Guangcheng, particularly the way that it happened right in advance of her coming to China, has forced them to make human rights a priority.
Could she not have, given that she was there at the time that this initially had flared up, could she not have put the spotlight more on this case and specifically named Mr. Chen?
Well, I would have liked to have seen her visit him. The news went out that he had said that he wanted to kiss Secretary Clinton. That was a mistranslation. What he said is, "I want to meet you." And she was there for days. He was in the hospital. It would have been great if she had actually gone into the hospital and met with him. Okay,
Reggie Littlejohn, the president of Women's Rights Without Frontiers, who's actually campaigned for Mr. Chen. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Now, staying within that region, we have some breaking news for you, because a Chinese court has convicted the country's one-time most wanted man to life in prison. Lai Jiangjing was sentenced for his role in a vast smuggling and bribery ring in the 1990s. Mr. Lai was extradited from Canada to face trial. The court in the southeastern Xinhua province also ordered him to be stripped of all his assets. So that news just breaking now. Well, Sharon Jeet, more trouble for Spanish banks.